Hey world, it is Sheila, and it's been a while. I don't even know how long it's been. So I wanted to just post a little video of how this ISFP handles world chaos. Um, I handle it pretty well. I'm not one to freak out. I'm very aware of the situation. I take in all the sources and the data and listen to the facts and I process them and I don't freak out. I definitely like to be prepared for things, but I don't over prepare out of fear, I guess, if that makes sense. So for many years we've lived on the farm and I've been kind of a prepper slash homesteader. It's just one, we live in Minnesota, so we can get some nasty snowstorms. Living in the country, our roads don't get plowed very often, and if you've ever lived in the country, you know, wide open, the wind. I mean, you could get a foot of snow, but in spots it'll be 4 feet drifts because the wind. So at any given time, we have to have enough food for at least a week, or 5 days. Or so I've always had a pantry in our basement with at least a dozen cans of everything. Like a dozen can of corn, a dozen can of tomato puree, tomato sauce, tomato pasta sauce, salsas, beans, rice. I've always kept a nice big stack of food, dry food stuff that can last for, years. And I have bought a Berkey a few years back, and it's this water filtration system that you don't need any electricity. You could take nasty outside pond water and run it through the Berkey and be drinkable. So I had got that, one, because of thinking long-term prepping, but two, we live, we have a well and we live on we have farmland all around us. Well, farms use a lot of pesticides and fertilizers and all kinds of stuff that goes into the ground. And, I'm not sure if the well water gets contaminated or what, but I like to just be on the safe side for our health and run any water we drink out of our well through. It runs through like an iron system, and then I run it through the Berkey. So there's just things I've always had prior to this that have helped. We raise chickens, so we have eggs. I mean, I get 2 dozen eggs a day for 3 people. I mean, we go through a lot of eggs. I mean, too much eggs. Sometimes I sell them, and then our dogs get eggs. It helps for their coats and their nutrition. They just get raw eggs with the shells. And so, yeah, one thing would be great would be having a garden right now, but because it's winter, we have no garden. I mean, the first thing that pops up in my garden, usually in April, May, is my asparagus, but we're still a couple months away from asparagus. But yeah, so really I don't freak out about this kind of stuff. I just do my part by trying to stay home, to not catch the virus and spread the virus. And luckily, I don't have a job, and my daughter, we homeschool, so she's home anyhow. She's kind of bummed out because all her cousins and friends that were in public school, they're out of school, but they don't have any guidance or curriculum right now. So it's a free-for-all where my daughter is still schooling every day. She's like, that's no fair. And I'm like, life's not fair. Toughen up, Francis. So yeah, and I've just been busy, like I need a project all the time. I have to just be busy with my hands all the time. I mean, yesterday morning I woke up and I was bored with my hair, and instead of waiting a couple weeks to go get a haircut, I'm just like, let's chop it. Let's chop it short. I'm in my bathroom, chopping 3 inches off, going, it's just hair. It'll grow. Actually, I haven't gone in and had a haircut for a year and a half. I've been cutting my own hair, but I've just usually like little trims, kept it more bobbish. And now I'm like, summer's coming. I can't handle hair. I'd have no patience to sit and blow dry for long periods of time. I just want to like blow dry, get it done. And I hate like the hair just dragging me down. I just like I don't know. I'm not one to want long flowing hair. One, my hair is way too fine to be long. It's like 2-year-old hair. If it gets any long, it's like 4 little strands down there. So, I don't know. Yeah. Or I've been sewing a ton. This thing right back here, my husband and I designed this. I went on Pinterest and looked at all jewelry holders and found one I really liked, and so I SE copied it and put all my jewelry on it. That was a fun project this weekend. I love power tools, staple gun and nail gun, and stained it. And here, I can bring it closer and take a look at my handiwork. All right, where is it? Yeah, so I, had to like drill little tiny holes and screw all these little eye hooks in. I put corkboard up here to put the posts in. Yeah, and then even underneath, I added more hooks to hang extra necklaces as I acquire them. But I just thought, you know what? Let's organize my jewelry and have a pretty place so it looks. It looks like art. I love it. But sorry, you guys see me? But yeah, power tools, girl's best friend and a boy's best friend. And yeah, sewing. I'm just doing all my hobbies that I love to do, and I love being home. And yeah, being a ISFP, I think we can handle this corona outbreak pretty easy by not having to go out in public. We're like, yay, an excuse to stay home. But I have been trying to get ready and still do the hair and the makeup. One, I love hair and makeup, the SF in me, and getting dressed, but it just lifts my spirits too. It makes me feel more energy and happier than if I'm sitting in my robe all day long and not getting dressed. I have less energy and I feel like I just not as happy. So I'm trying to still do all that stuff to keep the mood light and happy. And yeah, so I'm thinking about all you guys out there and praying everybody stays healthy and chaos free. I think my one fear, if I have to have a fear, would be my demon and I of not knowing the outcome and how bad it could be. That's the only little thing that's like a little, tickle, niggle, I don't know, in the back of my head, like what it could be, but I have faith that it's not going to be that bad. I don't know. All right. Bye, guys.